Hey all, just a quick little update before the video starts. So Cater stuff will no longer be continuing as it's just easier making videos without the constraint of a series. There are now new playlists on the homepage of my channel. Any future Reddit videos I do though will still be Reddit adventures.
What is up my fellow peeps, Cadian here. A few months ago I made a video where I talked about my OC. If you haven't checked that out, I suggest you go and watch that before this video, as today I'll be talking about expansion and updates for it. First up, I've come up with a titled logo for Starches series, and here it is! Starches, the Amber Saviour. The title is final, but the logo could change in the future. There's not much to the design other than that the circles are supposed to be like those in the middle of Starches' chest. But now I'm okay with it, but let me know what you'll think of it. Before I continue, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe and share it. Now the expansion for the Starches series is a new character. I'll go over the design concept and creation first. So I found Minecraft skins are actually a great way of drafting the designs for characters, given how well it worked for Starches. Since this character isn't based on anyone in real life, I took a skin I'd made based on myself and ordered it from there. Once the new skin was done and my artist friend was ready, I commissioned them to draw my new character using the first 6 pictures of this skin as references, and then during the drawing process, sent them a 7th to help with a part that hadn't been done correctly. Now presenting my new character for Starches the Amber Saviour, we have Tessa Cliff, like with Heya and Starches, designed by Third Eye Artistry. This came out very well, and here's the skin on the left for reference. Tessa is a 24-year-old cis-bisexual woman with she/they pronouns. She loves mythology and sci-fi and likes waking up early and taking risks. They don't like nature or being interrupted and isn't really a fan of romance or working with others. Personality-wise, she's apathetic, driven, audacious and capable. Now Tessa isn't just a regular civilian, she's actually got a transformed form too, so let's go over the design and concept and creation for that next. Now despite designing it second, I actually came up with the idea for Tessa's transformed form first, though at that stage I wasn't sure whether to make her a hero or a villain. I knew I wanted them to be purple, that their hair would be longer than in their untransformed state, and what I wanted some of their powers to be, so after I finished designing Tessa, I went on to designing her transformed state. I didn't really have anything in mind, so I just flowed with whatever I thought looked best for the design. Once the skin was done and Third Eye Artistry was ready, I sent several pics of it off to them as references, along with a reference for how I wanted the gloves to look. Now, presenting Tessa's transformed state, here is Legendary, the Violet Shifter. Once again, credit to Third Eye Artistry for drawing them because I really like how the finished design looks. Here's the skin on the right for reference. Their hero name, Legendary, is derived from legendary, which I chose as a word that relates to her powers. She's got the same power source as Starches, and actually the same base powers as them as well, but I'll explain what specifically makes Legendary different from them a bit later. Their transformation phrase is Vioform. This triggers the transformation, which is once again very similar to Starches', covering the user's whole body in purple coloured energy, which quickly becomes the Legendary suit. Now for updates on stuff from the previous video, but before that here's a third thing I commissioned for Third Eye Artistry after Tessa and Legendary were done, being Legendary maskless, with Tessa carrying the mask in their hand. Much like the previous two, this one came out great. So the updates. First up, there is actually a term for a person with enough positive Desideri energy to be able to transform, like Heya into Starches and Tessa into Legendary, and that term is Desideron. Now I said while Legendary has the same base powers as Starches, they had something that made them different, and that is the two's Desideri Techniques. Desideri Techniques are a set of Desideri energy powered abilities unique to each Desideron, and they vary between each one. I'll start with Starches' techniques. She's got Starches Punch, a straight punch covered in amber coloured Desideri energy, Starches Kick, a flying side kick covered in amber coloured Desideri energy, Starches Slash, a slash that can cut through most materials executed from an amber coloured Desideri energy blade on her wrist, and Starches Blast, which involves Starches charging an amber coloured Desideri energy sphere in her hands and shooting it, which explodes upon contact. Next are Legendary's techniques. They've got Legendary Morph, which allows them to transform into any mythical creature after charging their body with purple coloured Desideri energy. Legendary Primer, which allows them to control air, earth, fire or water after channeling purple coloured Asterian energy into their hands, but only one of them at a time. And Legendary Kinesis, a technique that was going to be for Starches, but I decided to give it to Legendary instead, and it allows them to move objects with her mind after channeling purple coloured Asterian energy into it. Last up for this video is a piece of bonus art made by Fertile Artistry after the previous one. They actually designed that one that way so it would pair up well with the Helmet Nostalgia piece from a while ago. This was very coincidental since I was planning on commissioning a piece of the two together after the one of Legendary Maskless, but this bonus one meant I didn't have to. This looks amazing and is absolutely my favourite piece of the four, being a combination of the previous three. The top half of this piece will now be replacing the art in the outro of my videos for the time being. So that's the expansion and updates for Starches, the Amber Saviour. I hope you all liked learning more about this project, including Tessa Cliff and her hero identity, Legendary. Once again, thank you so much to Fertile Artistry on Twitter for making Tessa and Legendary. She takes commissions, so if you liked what you saw here, go and commission her. She does some great stuff, and I'll leave the link to her Twitter and portfolio in the description. If there are any more significant developments in Starches, I'll make another video about them. With all that being said, be sure to like, subscribe, share this video, and comment what you thought of the expansion and updates for the Starches project, along with any questions you may have. And I'll see you all valid peeps next time. Bye!